Hey, everybody. Welcome to another weekly Wednesday live stream, noon Eastern time on Wednesdays. I have a pre-recorded video to share with you here. Give me a second. Let me bring that up. And I've recorded this to try to quickly get a little weekly message out. I hope you enjoy. I'm Jonathan Broadbent, founder and creator of UnWoke.Academy and the Financial PMA, with another Market Minute, this one focused on American manufacturing. Say it again with me, because it feels good to say, doesn't it? Like the beginning American manufacturing. If you're familiar with the name Peter Navarro, you may know that Peter Navarro puts out just to make sure that the beginning part. I'm Jonathan Broadbent, founder and creator of UnWoke.Academy and the Financial PMA, with another Market Minute, this one focused on American manufacturing. Say it again with me, because it feels good to say, doesn't it? American manufacturing. If you're familiar with the name Peter Navarro, you may know that Peter Navarro puts out a Substack that is a social media platform for authors, journalists, citizen journalists, and even some mainstream media. In an August 4th post on Substack titled ISM Confirms America's Manufacturing Revival, subheading, Seventh Straight Month of Expansion, Employment and Wages Rising, Peter Navarro goes on to say, in brief, the latest ISM manufacturing report delivers a simple message. America's factory floor is continuing its robust tariff and tax cut-induced renaissance. Here at UnWoke Academy, which started as a newsletter titled Unwoke Investing many years ago, we began advocating for and then predicting a return to normal free market environment. For some years, and hopefully by now you're aware of this, if not, go back and watch some of our prior episodes going back several years now, there was a mass consolidation that took place predictably under the Biden administration. Biden and his administration and many other people surrounding that sphere of influence were very motivated to make capital markets, that means investment dollars, flow into a very, very few names. That led to a small number of global companies, big mega names that span the globe, having far too much control and power over too much money. Well, markets are normalizing, especially under Trump. Trump has made some very significant changes, not the least of which is a February 21st of 2025 issued statement from the White House having to do with America's investment policy. That, in my book, I've covered it, I think 4 or 5 different times, stands out as one of the most significant moves that Trump has made, arguably in his political career. Now we're starting to see the proof in the pudding. We're starting to see significant strides in what's being referred to as onshoring. It's the bringing back of American know-how, ingenuity, productivity, and can-do attitude. For the right investment dollars, that's made a lot of sense. Well, if you've been following UnWoke Academy for any length of time, you may have heard me reference a woman who began investing with our research on October 8th of 2024. She did so at our encouragement. I reference her for a few different reasons, primarily because I personally assisted her in getting started. I helped her to make those original trades on October 8th, 2024, but also because I can see she has given me access to view the performance of her accounts. As of the close of market yesterday, her account returns are nearly 66.5%. You may be tempted to think that we swung for the fence and struck it rich with some sort of extraordinary investment. That's not the case. There are over 40 different individual investments. What she has done in her account, first and foremost, is she got rid of investment management fees and she got rid of financial planning, financial advisor fees. I'm going to pause to interject that financial planners, financial advisors aren't in and of themselves a bad thing. They can be a very good and productive thing. However, there are many out there, and I'm sorry to say it, but those in particular who are captive to mega Wall Street types of firms have very little wiggle room, in my opinion, to do the right thing for their clients. There is tremendous pressure to move into the most profitable investment vehicle. For some time now, that has been investment vehicles that went woke. Recently, those are investment vehicles that are adopting and pressuring into a move toward AI data centers, a growth and proliferation of what are referred to as smart meters and flock cameras and those sorts of things. So if you were one of those people who didn't appreciate the woke era, remember, go woke, go broke, and maybe don't appreciate a move toward surveillance state, don't fund it. If there are woke investment alternatives inside of your 401k, IRA, or elsewhere, know that the chances are very good you have better options. At a minimum, I suggest knowing what you own. Connected to that are all sorts of things, understanding the fees associated with it. There are typically sometimes very large fees connected to your investment. And that's kind of like trying to fill a bowl that is a colander. It has holes in it. If you're trying to fill a bowl with water and there are holes in it, the water is seeping out through the bottom. Investment dollars can evaporate over time if you're paying too much in fees. One easy way to correct that is to eliminate the fees, or at least reduce them as much as possible. For more guidance on that, look at the 3-part series we did on 401k that I called Behind the Veil. I talk a lot about the various layers of fee structure that you have to work your way through, and those are hands in the cookie jar. If you can eliminate those, you're better off. That means that as investments perform better, you keep more of that money, and as investments go down, you lose less. That's a good thing all the way around. Peter Navarro's article was also spotlighted in Real Clear Markets. This means that in spite of the doom and gloom of mainstream media that continue to try and attack Trump and our current markets and environment, word is getting out that American manufacturing is returning. I suggest that the opportunity is ripe right now for getting involved in free market economy. Don't let yourself be captive to woke money managers who simply want to steer you into the same investments that virtually everybody else is, that work counter to American interests. Remember that what we fund today becomes the future the next generation inherits. If you don't want AI data centers and flock cameras in the same way that you didn't want woke companies teaching and instilling racism and pursuing Green New Deal types of energy policy, then you should know that with today's technology and UnWoke.Academy, it's super easy to go unwoke in your investment accounts. And if you do it by funding the American economy of the future, it's a double positive. This has been another Market Minute with your host, Jonathan Broadbent.